Hey everyone, so sorry for the lack of color in me right now, but as some of you may know, I just finished going into my new bedroom, so not everything's really in order, but anyways, moving on. This week's high school tip is on how to make friends. So whether you want to know how to make new friends, or how to keep old friends, or what to do when there's a friend problem, this video I really hope will help you, and let's get started. Okay, so starting off, before you go into high school, if you're going from middle school to high school and you know the people, my biggest recommendation would be to stay close to some of the people that you grew up with. So I'm not saying be best friends with every single person, but just have one or two people that you can count on, so you can sit with them for the first couple of days of lunch, so you can just have someone there, because I know going to new school is really scary, and especially if you don't have anyone, it can be the absolute worst. Trust me, I've been there. And you just want to find some really nice people that you can just hang out with for a couple of days. You never know, they might end up being really good friends. So whether you're a new student coming in halfway through the year, or you just moved to a new city, you don't have any friends, or you have a class where you don't have any friends, these are what I found to be really helpful. So first of all, if you want to make friends, you can't sit around waiting for someone to come become your friend, because chances are not many people are going to come up to you and be like, hey, do you want to be best friends? But the easiest way that I found to make new friends was to go up to someone and just compliment them. I know for all my best friends that I met this year, I was in science class and had absolutely no one. It was the first block of the day, and each block is 80 minutes, and then it goes every day until February. So I was kind of like, okay. And I sat alone for the first day of school, so I was just like, okay, I can sit alone for the rest of the term, or I can make friends. So the next day I sat and I turned around before the second bell rang, and I kind of looked this girl in the eye. She's like, hey, I really like your shirt. And she was like, thanks, I like your shirt too. And then we started talking, and she was like, yeah, I'm Emma, and this is my friend Sophia. So there I just made two new friends. And then this other girl, she was late, and she came and she was like, oh, hey, Emma and Soph. And then she was like, hey, can I sit with you? And her name was Katerina, and we ended up all being friends, and we actually ended up being closest friends ever, and we had so much fun that science class. And I always think back to what would have happened if I never turned around and said hi to Emma. I would have never made all those new friends. I would have had such a terrible science experience, and I ended up having 3 classes with Emma that term, and then 1 class with Emma the next term. So I was really happy I met her, and we're actually going to the beach tomorrow, so stay tuned for pictures of me and Emma tomorrow. And then maintaining friendships. So as you grow up, you might realize that everyone grows up, everyone ends up different. The girl that was the goody two-shoe is now the rebel. The rebel has now toned down a bit, and you really can't do anything about it. So instead of getting into all these fights of, oh, you've changed, we're not the same anymore, just let it go. There's some friendships worth holding on to, but then some of them is just a pain in your butt and is completely not worth it. The biggest tip I can give someone would to be look for friends that are drama-free. Because I know my old friends from middle school, it would be drama, everything. This girl is now boyfriend, girlfriend with that guy, but that's her best friend and she liked him and blah, blah, blah. And it was so pointless. And it kind of just took over everything. But now the new friends that I found, they are such sweet girls. And the biggest drama we have is that we all don't have the same answer for a math question. We're not boring or anything, but they're just so drama free, and they make me really happy because we can joke around and be normal teenagers. We don't have to worry about drinking. We don't worry about who's kissing whose boyfriend. We don't worry about any of that stuff, and it's such a good feeling because I know I have true friends. And yeah, another great tip would be don't try to be everyone's best friend. I have been there before. You cannot be best friends with the entire school. It's not possible. The easiest thing I would say would be find that group of friends that you're best friends with, you want to be close friends with, but keep everyone else friends too. So you don't have to hang out with everyone every single second of the day. You can hang out with your friend Joanna once a week, and you can still remain friends, and you can hang out with your friend Samantha another time during the week, but you don't have to hang out with everyone at the same time. Oh, another thing would be if you're best friends with someone, that's nice and everything, but don't try to push yourself onto each other. Because I know once I hang out too much with some person, I know when I hang out too much with someone, it gets really frustrating for me, and they start getting on my nerves. And I know that sounds really bad, but sometimes I just need a break for someone. And if you ever feel like that, instead of going on, because I know what happened for me, it was I stayed and stayed, and then I snapped. Instead of just staying and being like me, you can just be like, hey, I think I'm gonna go eat with this person today, and I'll see you tomorrow. And that just gives you a little break. Instead of being with that person that entire lunch block or something, you get just a break, and you clear your mind, everything, and it's way better than losing friendship. When you have drama between one friend and the other, try to stay away from it, because the drama between, I don't know, Sally and Michelle, on Sally wanting to date Michelle's boyfriend, that has nothing to do with you. Unless you are personally a victim or a criminal in that problem, you should not be involved. You can be a shoulder to cry on for both of them, but you should not take sides. Taking sides is one of the worst things you can do, because in the end you'll end up losing both friends, and that's just not something you want. So minding your own business would be pretty much the easiest thing you could ever do. My phone keeps going off. I am never this popular, and the one time I had said film video, boom, everyone starts texting me. Oh, so you know when high school comes up, everyone will be like, oh, I know in middle school, going into middle school, everyone will be like, ew, guys, blah, blah, blah. But now that you're in high school, don't be afraid to talk to, like, the opposite gender. Whether you're a guy, you want to talk to a girl, whether you're a girl, you want to talk to a guy. I'm sure no one bites. You don't have to be and go flirting with them. Just simple hi and hello. I know the guys that I've grown up with, they're such great guys, and I cannot imagine not talking to them every day. It's just such a fun, there's just a whole different perspective on everything. And instead of like filling your brain up with all this girl stuff, you're able to just branch out and talk to guys a little bit. And instead of talking about shoes and everything, they always have different things. I know my friend Ethan, he is a huge Taylor Swift fan, so and we had a class together last term, so whenever we'd be bored or something, he'd just come over and show me the latest Taylor Swift songs, or he'd show me the latest weird videos. It was just so... I know most of you are hoping for that friendship where it's, oh my god, we're going to be best friends for the rest of our lives. But that is actually really rare. I know I don't have any people like that, but you shouldn't go looking and pushing yourself on someone, like I've said. Okay, so back to how to make proper friends. So we have the complimenting one. You go and compliment someone. And another great way of making friends is asking someone something. So like if you're in math class and you see someone you would think would be a good friend, just go up to them and be like, hey, I don't understand this question, could you help me by any chance? And no one's really going to say no. That's really rude. And if they do say no, then you know that's not a good friend. But yeah, that would be a great way to find a new friend. And don't not become someone's friend because of the way they look or the way they act or their skin color or something, because that is so shallow. And I'm sorry, but you never know, that person could end up being your bestest friend. Even if you don't think you have that much in common, just give it a shot. Worst comes to worst, you don't end up being friends, but you know you tried at least. So yeah, this was kind of a mumbo jumbo video. I hope this helped you guys on how to make friends, and if it didn't, then comment down below and I'll try making a new one. But that's kind of just a bit of my experience, and if you want a more in-depth video of how I've made friends and how I've lost friends and everything, then comment down below and I'll be more than happy to do that too. And yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye.